Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how's everybody doing? How we doing? I know I gotta do a little tad bit of housekeeping, just a little. How's everybody doing on this fine Thursday? Thank you, Ty Boxing said lots to unpack here. Looking forward to your insight. My man. Right, my man. Listen, we really gonna talk about it today. Two seconds, I'll be right with you. I don't know. This whole Gabby Union thing is really kind of perfectly timed on the heels of Miss Ebony K and her bus owner. This is really almost like serendipity a little bit. Like, it's really interesting that this whole thing with Gabby paying 50-50 comes on the heels of Miss Ebony K talking about she ain't gonna date no bus driver unless he owned the bus. And welcome, Miss Sonia. I'm sorry. I'm assuming it's a female. Sorry if it's not. I'm assuming gender at this point. Now, what? Hey, Miss Area, and thank you, sweetheart. Oh, okay, you're a woman. Okay, I don't want to misgender nobody. Okay. So, in the interest of not getting a copyright claim, I am only going to play the audio for you, not the video. So, recently, Gabrielle Union had in my opinion, a mysterious interview with Bloomberg, because I'm trying to figure out why we interviewing Gabrielle Union. She got a new project going. She got a new movie. What? She launching something. Why we talking to her? Thank you, Death Before Dishonor, for the bag of charcoal. Thank you so much. So, what I am going to do, you know what? I'm not going to play the video, but I am going to show you just the I just want you to look at how she looking. Just look how she dressed, y'all. Look how she dressed, y'all. This is a beautiful setting, by the way. But look how she dressed, y'all. Them heels did not soften her granddaddy's slacks and her granddaddy coat, suit coat jacket. Baby, you got on your wife's clothes, baby. With them heels, baby. I don't know who dressed her that day or who told her she was looking a certain type of way, but they should have let her know. Okay? That rocking your grandfather's suit coat was not the way to go. Okay. So we're not gonna share the video, but we are gonna share the audio. Okay. And so thank you, Top Boxes, that she dressed like my man, a man. Exactly. We're going to get into it. I want to just play it right at the titular spot. Here we go. Put a 1 if you can hear it.
Household, because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other household, in trying to find that, using my anxiety and scarcity mindset to be my engine, which is hard. It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat. Come on, you gotta work. And it's hard. It's hard to let that go. So I'm working on that.
Now, that was all that you needed to hear. Why y'all mad? Why are Black women feeling away? I'm going to also read for you some I'm going to read for you, some comments, okay? Because there's another channel, and the lady who runs the channel is named Chloe. And I'm not going to
mention there is your staff and your employees who not only support you, but who are...
Hold on. Because I don't want to play her video. But what I do want to do is I want to read...
but who are dependent upon...
I want to read and show you some of the comments. So let me share my screen a bit once more. And I'm not focused on the content creator because she doesn't control what the comments say. I am just focused on the comments themselves, right? I don't know if you can see any of this. Okay. Somebody said, bless her heart, I'm not even a GU fan and I feel bad for her. You can see it all in her that she's in her masculine. She is stressed over this. Most people usually stroke out because of this type of pressure. We've seen it many times in the industry. I'm exhausted now at my age from doing it all myself. I have a pressure on me that is not healthy. It's not good. I need help. Ladies, don't do this. It will never work out for you. I bet she doesn't even like him for real. She can't look at him like he's a whole man. She's probably calling out for help. Ladies, this will exhaust you and will delete you before your time to go. I cannot imagine being married to a whole man and still stressed about money. According to the info available on the internet, DWade's net worth is 4 times the amount of hers, and he makes her annual salary every 4 months. You mean to tell me after this plus him having a whole outside baby on her that she's opening her wallet for half? The math is way off. Couldn't be me. Can't comprehend how she's married to such a wealthy man, yet is still going 50-50 on bills. Doesn't stack up. This would be fair if they made about the same amount, but he makes way more. He is saving money while she's losing money and overworking herself. If your partner makes way more than you, don't split bills in half. This one actually made the most sense. She said, I think too many people are ignoring the fact that she likes to be in control, which means 50-50 works for her because she's uncomfortable with a man providing for her financially in any capacity. She said herself in a previous relationship that her affairs were excusable because she made more than her husband. She views money as a means of control and self-agency. Going 50-50 is the least of her worries when she's still married to a man who had a baby on her. She is anxious because she doesn't have enough money, knowing well that her millionaire husband should not be making her feel like she doesn't have enough. There is no way to not feel anxious when struggling financially, because beyond anxiety, that is a fundamental survival fear. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing again. Okay. So I wanted to play the audio of the clip, and I also wanted to give you a snippet, just a small idea about the kind of comments and the kind of thought pattern that a lot of women were having about this situation. I don't even want to talk about that baby stuff. She's still with him. So you can't hold that over. You can't hold that over nobody's head. If a man that you were with, y'all was together, y'all broke up, he went and had, a baby with somebody else, and you came back and you got with him, oh well. Don't nobody want to hear that rhetoric. Don't nobody want to hear how you feel about it. Because if it was that devastating, you'd have stayed. The break would have been permanent then. If it was something that you cannot deal with, you cannot. You know that is out of the question. You know that once that happened, it broke your heart or whatever it did to you. And you was like, you know what? I am not going into this relationship like this. Because we was on a break. And went with somebody else and you messed around and you had a baby. And I'm sorry, baby. I love you. I would like to get back together with you. But I cannot deal with a child that you had in this instance. I can't deal with that. So we cannot continue a relationship. We cannot get back together. I don't want to hear about what having that baby did to you and you went back. It didn't do much then. It didn't do too much. You swallowed the pill and went back over there. Mainly probably because she wanted to use it as leverage. It is now a whipping stick. Now DWade got to always feel bad for the duration of his life and that baby life. She got to be able to whip him with it now. Remember when you did that and then the baby mama is around. Got to deal with the child's mother. So it's a perfect whipping stick. I don't want to hear that. She ain't heard about that. She been beating that man with that. That's why he running around wearing Prada purses. Because she done beat him with it. Okay. Here is the thing that I really want to talk about. The crux of what these women are triggered over. And it is why I mentioned Ebony K and her situation and her sentiments as well. Because Gabrielle Union, I thought her marriage to DWade was goals for y'all. I thought it was goals. That's the kind of marriage Ebony K want. That's the kind of marriage that all these so-called boss chicks want. All the marriage that she has is the marriage that y'all are working for. This is what it looks like when you want to be a boss chick. When you want to make more than your man, or you want to make a substantial amount of money. You don't want your man to tell you what to do. You want to be independent when you are in a marriage. You don't feel as if he has an authority over you. You want a partnership. You want to have just as much control over the dynamics of the relationship, over the finances of the relationship, and over the direction of the relationship that he has or more. Ta-da! This is what you come up with. Because see, in a business partnership, you do pay 50-50. I don't know what she mad at. And I don't know what y'all mad at. She didn't date down. Do you understand me? She dated a man. She married a man that could match her or better. Oh, we don't like. Do we like it? Do we like it? Thank you, Steven. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Miss 39 Dina. We don't like it. We don't like the reality. We don't like the reality of what y'all say y'all want. She's doing everything you say you want. DWade can't tell her what to do. He does not have authority over her. She run the relationship. Don't y'all want to run the relationship? Thank you, Miss Lou Casey. Don't y'all want to run it? Don't you want to be able to tell him sometime? Isn't that what y'all say? When the men talk about the women should submit, y'all like to come back with where the men gotta submit to the wives too. Where she got a man that's submitting to her. We don't like it. DWade is submissive to the point where I have said that he is her wife. You don't like marriages. You want partnerships. Isn't that right? Didn't you say you wanted a partnership? Every time somebody talk about the dynamics of a marriage versus the dynamics of a partnership, y'all always talk about you want the partnership. Because when we talk about marriage, that has a spiritual component in it that actually dictates what your role is supposed to be as a woman in that relationship and what his role is supposed to be as a man in that relationship. But you don't like that because you don't like the spiritual position that a marriage puts you in. So you figure to wiggle your way out of that position by being slick and playing semantics about, well, it really should be a partnership, both of us doing, both of you doing it, both of you paying them bills. You don't like it? I thought y'all wanted this. Thank you, Quantum Solid said, once again, moving the goalpost, still not satisfied. Exactly. I thought y'all wanted this. I thought this is what you wanted. This is what being a boss looks like. You want to make a substantial amount of money. You want to go for your career. You want to be an independent woman. You want to maintain that independence in a marriage. You claim you don't have to do a traditional marriage because you modern women and you don't have to do that now. That's old fashioned. Being a housewife or being a submissive wife or being a wife that understands her feminine position. That's played out, right? That's for pick-me's and mammies and stupid women. You want to be able to go get the bag just as much as he get it, right? You want to be a power couple. Right, Ebony K? Thank you, Ruminant said this is what it sounds like when boss chicks cry. Exactly. We don't like it? This is what it looks like when you don't want your man to have any say over you. Because I remember an interview years ago. And it was both DWade and Gabby in this interview. And he actually said, when we started this relationship, I came into it with the dominant thought. Basically, he's saying he came into it masculine, right? And he wanted her to take a feminine role in a relationship. He was the one that would be the leader in the household. He was the one that would set system, order, and structure and all of that type of thing. And he said in that interview that she was so defiant with him that it was easier to get on her program than it was for her to get on his program. Thank you to Renzo said a goalpost is as silver as a silver spoon in the matrix. It doesn't even exist, but always get moved if y'all don't knock it off. Exactly. And he said, I ended up getting on her program. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that interview. I can't be the only one remember that. So he bargained off his manhood for whatever reason to be with her. Then he said in that same interview that he is like number 4 or 5 in leadership in that house. He said, oh, nobody listened to him in that house. Do y'all remember that? He said, she's the leader. He said, and he joked, but it was LBVS. He said even the dog has more of a say than I do. And she laughed. Like it was cute. everybody was like, dude, that's the dynamic of your marriage? That is the marriage. This is the reality. What we're looking at with Gabrielle Union, even more so than Jada and Will. But Gabrielle is more of a case study about what the modern so-called successful Black woman, the only kind of relationships that she's going to be able to get into. She was unwilling, just like many of you, just like the Ebony K's of the world, unwilling to take their feminine stance in the beginning of the relationship because they don't want to give up power. Thank you, Phoenix Moon says she's unruly and he's weak. Perfect couple. Yeah. They're premiering this type of relationship to Black women. And y'all don't understand that this is an L for y'all. Gabby's taking an L. See, all before she came out her mouth 50-50, y'all was on Gabby's coattails, were you not? Y'all liked Gab the way Gabby Union was running her marriage because you thought DWade was paying for everything and funding everything and she was able to sit on her money. Thank you, Johnny BX and Mr. Wade must take the L for submitting to Mr. Gabby. Exactly. This is what happens when you want to be independent in a so-called partnership, not a marriage. You don't want to take your feminine stance in the beginning because you feel like it lowers you. You were good with her when you thought that she was getting all the way over on DWade, especially with money. Now we got comments talking about she want to rest in her femininity. Did she send you a smoke signal to say that? Is there anything about Gabrielle Union that is feminine? She's sitting there in that interview with slacks 2 times her size and getting swallowed by that blazer with her hair in a slick back in a ponytail, which was not slick to the degree that it should have been slick. With that braid, with them snakeskin shoes on, sitting there explaining herself. Is there any part of her that want to rest in her femininity? She don't know how to rest in no femininity. Congratulations, Gabby, you're a man now. You the man that you wanted, that you want everybody else to be. You're now that man. So you got to do what men do. That's the part y'all don't like. If you want to be a man in the relationship, you want to be the boss of the relationship, you want to be the leader. Because before she said 50-50, she said, it's funny, it's weird to call myself the head of the household because we go 50-50. Other than that, she would call herself head of the household. Do you understand? Thank you, Quantum Solace. I'm wondering who gets up out of bed in the middle of the night when there's a knock at the door. He better sacrifice himself for her. But this is what y'all get. You want to be masculine. He didn't tell her she had to pay 50-50. She told him she was gonna pay 50-50. Now, Crimson, why would she do that? Why would any woman want to pay 50-50? Because you want control. The same reason y'all are working when you marry a man that can retire you. Same stuff. See, she's not working with no different of a mindset. And we can talk about the celebrity thing and the Hollywood thing. And I know that there are differences and things of that nature. But the core of it is that she's working with the same thought pattern that a chick is that make $35,000 a year is working with. Thank you, Ruminants. Her suit was perfect. Trying to wear the uniform she can't feel. Exactly. Being swallowed up by the masculinity that she can't handle. You want to be the men in the relationship. It's a lot of pressure. She told him. He didn't tell her. Do Gabby look like DWade could tell her something? She doing that same thing that black girls do. That other black women would not even have her money do. Y'all say y'all still gotta work, even if y'all marry a man that can retire you because you don't want to be completely at his mercy financially. That's why. She paying 50-50 so she can say she bought this and she bought that and this is hers and that's hers. So he can't take it. Thank you to Renzo. Said Archangel Demonic Way. Gabriel Union is quite fitting. Okay, let me hush. Thank you so much, sweetheart. We're going to come back and we're going to deal with the mindset that Gabby is dealing with. And we're going to show the complete folly of this kind of thought. That rhetoric that black women think that they really be talking game when they say this stupid stuff. And it's dumb. It's a crash and burn. And Gabby's showing y'all it's a crash and burn. And you're still not going to learn the lesson. But in any case, we're going to hear a word from our sponsor. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
What should I feed the kids? When should I feed the kids? And where am I going to feed all of these kids during my child's birthday party? We understand that planning a child's birthday party can be stressful for parents. That is, unless you hire Gamer versus Gamer. That's because every party package, starting from our standard package to our premium packages, includes cupcakes, ice cream cups, hot pizza, unlimited popcorn and drinks, and all the necessary plates, napkins, and flatware. You see, after 10 years of party planning, our expertise has taught us how, when, and which foods to serve so that it doesn't interfere with the flow of the party. Plus, parents get the added bonus of having Gamer versus Gamer feed and clean up after the kids, all from inside our 30-foot climate-controlled celebration trailer. This makes it easy and stress-free for you. Plus, your home can stay clean and kid-free. Parents simply just need to invite the guests and relax.
Gamer versus Gamer.
Gamer versus Gamer. We look forward to treating your child like the most important kid in the world on their birthday.
Hi, Gamer versus Gamer. Thank you so much for my birthday party.
Thank you to our sponsor, the wonderful people at Gamer versus Gamer, who operate out of the Atlanta metropolitan area. And what they do, I think, is so special and so noteworthy and so phenomenal that they do. They help parents really to throw these elaborate, wonderful, well thought out, well planned beautiful and memorable birthday parties for their children. Okay. And I like the fact that they come with the venue, which is the 30-foot trailer. They throw the party inside of it. And they also clean up, because we know children, bless their little hearts, they're going to eat you're going to find cupcake wrappers and popcorn and half empty cans of juice and things of that nature, because they're going from one thing to another. They're having fun. They're dancing. They're playing games. They're, doing all of these other things. And so therefore, it's wonderful that Gamer versus Gamer actually takes all of these things into account to help out parents and children, and to make this a memorable event that doesn't have anything to do with the tiresome cleanup and the tiresome setup of a birthday party. So if you or anyone that you know are in the Atlanta metropolitan area and there's children with birthdays coming up, definitely hit the link at the top of the chat, gamerversusgamer.com, and contact them. Go to their website, give them a call, let them know what you want. This is definitely an elite service, so no detail is going to be overlooked. And have them to help you, show your child that they are the most special child in the world. Let me get to these super chats really quickly. Thank you, Stevens. It sounds like that independence is expensive. It is. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, R. Lee said right. She paying 50-50 so she can say she did exactly what her man did. Gabrielle chose that. How masculine of her. Thank you. Oh, y'all something. Bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button. Bam, bam. You gotta because we have 359 wonderful people who have hit the like button. Let's see if we can get the other 500 people to hit the like button as well. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you so much, you guys, for your contributions. I really greatly appreciate all of them. We may or may not cut this show short, but I just wanted to say these things as well. Thank you, Gregory. Said Crimson, this case can under your position that a boy can be emasculated even in a two-parent home, the husband as well. Exactly. This is what Black female leadership looks like. It is a microcosm of what I talked about yesterday. Every time Black women are in charge of the Black family and the Black community, she jumps in her masculinity. Black men are effeminized, and there's always an LGBT component. Pick that up. Do we understand that? It's a microcosm. That household is under her leadership. She shouldn't even be going 50-50. She should be paying the whole thing. Bet y'all really don't like that. She should not even be paying 50-50. She should be paying everything. Because she wants the ultimate control. She wants to control it. She's the leader. And what has her leadership brought? Every passing year, DWade become more of a female. His biological child. Not their biological child, but his biological child. She is orchestrating and has orchestrated that boy's transition from a boy to a girl and has X'd out the biological mother. So that's the LGBT component. This is what you want. Women, black women, who are all talking about they don't date down, who are all talking about they want a man that makes what they make or better. You want a man to be a provider, a protector, not when you're the man too. What this proves to show is that those dynamics that you want to carry into a relationship does not actually jive or work well or create a balance with what creates a good relationship. This is why I talk about, stop talking about the money. This is what Iyanla was talking about when she said, I would date a bus driver. And she said, I would take my money and put it, like we'd have a prenup and stuff. And listen, I ain't got no problem with that. Iyanla is a multimillionaire. She get with a man that make $130,000, $140,000, $150,000 a year. That's no slouch. I wouldn't have any problem with it the other way. A man making substantially more than his woman, go into it with a prenup. Protect your wealth. Protect it. Because there's no reason for him to lose it if the relationship goes left. There's no reason he should be in a poorhouse. Especially if he worked and got that money before he met her. Thank you, Daryl said this is a spiritual war and both of them need Jesus. Thank you, Akinat said, Kendra, congratulations on the nuptials. Wifehood looks great on you. Thank you so much. I done gained a couple of pounds of happy weight that I got to get rid of. I done gained honeymoon weight. I'm done now. Back to the routine. Thank you, Miss Love. Said, how does she overrule the man? Is he weak already? Exactly. This is what Iyanla was talking about. It matters who he is, not what he has. Because if he's got good ingredients, he can always build. He can always build. And that's the boat that Ebony K missed. Measuring a man's worth on his finances. And then trying to match that. I can match a man dollar for dollar or overmatch him. And then I think that gives me authority. We already understand how Gabrielle sees money. She thinks that money, just like so many other black women, think that money equates to the power, even in what's supposed to be a romantic relationship. Thank you, AF Jam. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Sylvester. Said they completely missed the message on what Miss Iyanla was saying. No one was telling her to date a bus driver, but DWade is what you get when money is the only requisite. Exactly. Gabrielle wasn't going in it for the quality of who they were, who she was as a woman, who he was as a man. Gabrielle need therapy. Because she don't know who she is or what she wants. She didn't prior to marrying Dwayne Wade. She didn't know in those previous relationships. She's always been in her masculine energy. She does not know how to be in feminine energy. She's insecure. She said herself in that interview, she's got a scarcity mindset. She lived in the lost value system. You want to be men, so be men. Then she described it as a gorilla on your back. Oh, you better work, you better work. What do you think? Welcome to the world of men. Welcome, Gabrielle. Welcome to the world that men have lived in since time immemorial. This is why you get men. This is why everybody was so upset with Ebony K when she said what she said about bus drivers, because it's those classes of men, the blue collar class of men, that get up in rain, sleet, or snow to go work. These are the ones that's up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Even if it's cold, even if it's hot, even if it's rain, even if it's snow, even if it's windy, even if it whatever. And they got the gorilla on their back. Better get up. You can't miss too many days. Check gonna be short. Stuff you gotta do, stuff you gotta pay. You can't afford for your checks to be short. So if you ain't feeling that bad, then you need to go get up and you need to work. Because if you don't, how you gonna meet your responsibilities? How you gonna meet your rent and your bills? How you gonna pay for, the extra curricular activity that your children do? How you gonna pay for the whatever it is you gotta pay for? That's why everybody was mad at Ebony K. And now you, welcome to the world of men, Gabby, Gabriel. Welcome, Gabriel. Where you want to kick your toe up and you can't. You wouldn't have to worry about how much money go from 50-50 if you had taken a feminine stance in your relationship and let your excessively wealthy husband take care of you. Listen to him when he tell you you don't gotta have your whole family on your back financially. Because it wasn't just the 50-50 that she was talking about. She was talking about how the other households that they have to take care of. I would assume there are family members that count on her. If you had listened to your husband, he would have given you the best framework from which to approach that. A place that would preserve his wife's, balance of her and not stress her out. Thank you, Quantum. So money is just a tool. It's energy. Listen, before I even finish the rest of the super chat, that's so many facts right there. I don't think people understand that money is an energy. It's a reason why we call it currency. It's a current. Money is just a tool. It's energy. Women need men more for balance so that her dysfunction won't be all over the place. Money just adds to the chaos and dysfunction if your mental health is lacking. Thank you. Thank you, habitual line stepper. I don't want to hear about the you know, the 500-600 pound gorilla on your back. When had you rested in your femininity and followed your husband's leadership, you wouldn't be in this position. But y'all don't follow no man leadership. Can't no man tell y'all nothing. It's controlling. Now that she's in charge, I don't see the problem. Thank you again, Ruminant. So she picked DWade like a predator. She found a single mother raised black man who financed his mother's church, where she is the head, and activated his MK Ultra simp chip. Exactly. I just wanted to bring a few things to y'all attention. Before I go ahead and wrap this up, I want y'all to go to crimsoncure.com and pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, on sale now. Once again, crimsoncure.com. You can pick up your copy, a physical copy. The digital copy is on sale on Amazon. Thank you, everyone, for your contributions. I greatly, greatly appreciate them. Let me see if we have any cash apps. Let's see. Gameli and Bill, thank you so very much for your cash apps. Greatly appreciate your support. All right. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not, because y'all would not believe how much I'm being throttled now. And now that I came to that 100K, YouTube is like, wait a minute. How she slipped past our nets and get 100K on that channel. Let's Bart Simpson choke all her analytics. We're not gonna let them bother us with that. Right? Right. With that being said, I want to thank everyone for the contribution, everyone for, you know, rocking with me and spending time with me. Thank you so very much for all of your participation. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.